What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about if Aloy will die sacrificing herself at the end of Horizon Forbidden West. Now, here's the deal. I want to be very transparent and open with this idea. I really didn't like it when I first heard this. This was actually an idea pitched to me by more and more people as the days have gone on. One person did it, then the next day a couple other people did it, and the more I heard it, the more I was like, you know what? There is definitely something to the idea of Aloy dying / sacrificing herself for humanity / the planet in Horizon. I guess where I draw the line, and we'll discuss it as this video goes on, I draw the line at her dying in this game. I feel like it would be an incredibly bold and very different decision to kill her off or to do something like that for this game. Just because I feel like this is a trilogy. Now, it's never, or at least I've never seen it. If you guys saw it, you can definitely let me know, and I'm okay being wrong. I've never really seen absolute confirmation that there will be a third game, right? I don't know if I've ever seen them mention a trilogy, etc., but you just have to imagine that that's the plan. You don't make, same thing for like The Last of Us Part 2, right? When the first game ended, Neil Druckmann was very hesitant, right? It's like, well, if there's a story to tell, we'll tell it. And then after the second game, he almost said the same thing, right? Well, if we continue, we don't really know where the story would go, but let's be real. You don't make two games without making a third. You don't make two movies without making a third. At least that's not the plan. I mean, maybe financial things happen, you know what I mean? But I feel like Forbidden West is going to do just fine. I think it's going to sell well, and I think we're going to get a third game if they want to. So again, why do I say all that? Well, to kill off your lead, okay? By the way, with Nate, I mean, Nathan Drake is still one of the biggest, if not the biggest, PlayStation icons, but, you know, with him being retired for almost 6 years now, you know, Aloy really has stepped up, in my opinion, and I think in the PlayStation community, Aloy is one of the biggest names and biggest mascots, icons, whatever you want to call her, on PlayStation right now. And then, you know, I don't like making game decisions based off of that, but I do feel like that has some merit, where it's like, well, do you really kill somebody like this? I would say, do you even kill somebody like that in general? Is that even something you do in the first place, kill somebody that has that kind of recognition? I don't know. I feel like that in itself would be very, very bold, and I'm not opposed to it whatsoever. I actually do feel like, depending on how dark this game goes, which I think it could get relatively dark, that they really could end the third game with some sort of self-sacrifice. I really think so. I really, really do. I think, again, the idea for this game that is what's getting people going for the Aloy death thing is that it would have one ending, right? That's kind of what sparked a lot of this, where, you know, they said you're going to have moral decisions throughout Forbidden West. You're going to have decisions you can make to make yourself maybe feel better or worse about yourself, about Aloy. But at the end of the day, the story is going to tell like one story. You know what I mean? The ending is going to be the ending Guerrilla Games wants. I think that got people thinking, well, why would they make, and I understand this. I'm not saying like this is some sort of, you know, like a lunatic kind of idea here. I really feel like, obviously it's got some merit, where it's like, well, why would you emphasize so badly that you only have, like, you cannot choose the ending, it's got one specific ending? Why would you emphasize that so badly if it wasn't going to be really impactful? I think at the very least, right, the ending of this game is going to be impactful. Now, one of the first things I thought of, maybe not even the first thing, the only way I can see this playing out, or the only way I can see this working, and this, I mean, this is really stretching it, right? Think to Pirates of the Caribbean. Let's just go off the deep end, literally. Think to Pirates of the Caribbean 2 going into 3 with Jack sacrificing himself, going down with the pearl to the Kraken, and then they have to bring him back from the dead in the third movie, right? Obviously, you can't do that exactly for very obvious reasons, but I feel like something like that would maybe be the only way you could go. I guess what I'm really saying, to stretch it as far as it can go, the only way you could possibly, in my opinion, kill Aloy in this game is if you brought her back in some way in the third game. I really don't see them doing a kind of switcheroo where you play as her for 1 and 2, almost like a Resistance. In fact, Resistance did do this, right? Resistance 1 and 2, and then 3 swapped. I mean, I just don't think that's going to happen with a game like this. I could definitely see her dying. I could even see the game, I do want to talk about this in a separate video, I can totally see the game ending on a cliffhanger where, you know, you don't get a definitive ending. I mean, it is definitive, like there is only one ending, but it's not like a clear cut, like you know exactly what comes next. Maybe there's a little bit of mystery there, and then the third game kind of answers those questions. I could very easily see that, but I just don't see the likelihood of you killing her off. I just feel like that would be kind of too bold for her to be one of the icons of PlayStation, one of the bigger ones. So you have to keep that in mind. You have to keep in mind, like, you want a third game, ideally. You know what I mean? And also because Horizon's becoming, well, it is a franchise because there's more than one game. But you look at, like, the Horizon VR game, right, that they're making for PSVR 2. Like, they're expanding the world of Horizon. And you could say that could maybe be to get away from Aloy. So actually that could make the point. But I guess how I would see it is that they want the world to expand, right, and make spin-off games and stuff like that, maybe like a multiplayer game, which we've heard rumors of for Horizon, but you'd have that central thing to come back to. You know what I mean? There would be that, what's the monument, almost like Disney Star Wars on Disney Plus, where like Mandalorian kind of, well, at least right now, or was for season 2, like he is that beacon, and then everybody kind of spins off of him. Is similar-ish to what I would imagine for Horizon. So I don't think Aloy will die here. I would say it's a lot more likely that she could die in a self-sacrifice kind of way in the next game. So we may have to wait 3 to 5 more years to make this video again, but we most certainly will, believe you me. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Make sure, as always, you're subscribed to the channel, bell icon turned on. I will be doing many more Horizon videos, including videos on the game when it releases. If you want to follow me anywhere else, I have a Twitter, I have a second YouTube channel, I also have Patreon and YouTube memberships if you guys want to support us there. All of the links for those are in the description below. Thank you for watching, guys, and I hope to see you all on the next video.